He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Here's Luck, eluding the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
A 2nd down carry for Ferguson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. They'll try to run down here with Ferguson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Luck, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Andrew Luck, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are going to take a 1st quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, and as we saw in week 1, the new rule, this one coming out to the 25-yard line. On 1st down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Good use of the pass there to pick up the 1st down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. All right, here we go. Green!
On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Off of play action. Luck. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun on third down, Luck. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They go play action here on first down. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So third and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Again, Luck. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Over the middle to Smith. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? Head down, or if he's going to get his head right back into the game, I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
To the air again, Luck. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Play action, it's Taylor. And his throw's going to be incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Ninth play of the drive now on third and a country mile.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! What? Ohio! 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 Let's go! What? Ohio! Ohio!
They go play action with Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. DeMarcus Ware in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Over.
To throw on second is Simeon. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. So they're operating in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it. This is Ferguson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Ferguson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. They start the drive with Anderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Now it's Simeon. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Throwing on third down, Simeon. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. On 2nd down, here's Simeon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Here we go now. Detroit!
Now Simeon. And he fires one, but incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And now it's 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 1st and 10, Locke. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Flush to his right. And able to find Dorsett. And he's got room. Philip Dorsett by himself. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last...
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met finger. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Virgil Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, Those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Set to return, here's Raheem Mostert. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Now Luck, try to lay one. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
But you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
All right, here we go. Blue, line it. Leopard, switch.
On second down, Lynch. Under pressure, they got him again. It's the rookie from Oklahoma, Charles Tapper. In there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. And they're going to go soft on the corners. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise there in the dime. Back to throw, Simeon. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. Certainly some contact there, and that's why there's a penalty on the defender for pass interference.
So hard to time it up for a defender to hit the receiver when the ball arrives. Got there a little bit early on that one.
They run, Anderson, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Second down, 8. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. To throw is Simeon. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And the D looking like they may blitz.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Sanders has it over the middle. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet. Get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Anderson. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation with just a little time? Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The catch is made. Benny Fowler. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Simeon finding time. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he
got his man. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. The final shot before the break. Luck eluding the pressure right. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.Y. McGill in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, here's Simeon. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Joshua Perry. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And a great spot to start this drive from here. After the interception, it's Luck. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Third down and 12. Throwing on third down, Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
On first down, Ferguson. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. One receiver left is Hilton. On second down, here's Luck. And this is caught at the 8. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Philip Dorsett with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts add on it. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Partner, they're up big. They snapped the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT. Yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. From the 50, it's Love. Left side, it's Dorsett. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Charles, on the slant, you always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
On first down, Love. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. He got 29 yards that time.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
A shotgun snap for Love. And that's caught by Moncrief. Indianapolis touchdown. Dante Moncrief, his first touchdown of the new season. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. Shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Henry Anderson able to drop him for a loss of 4. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football,
and it's a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis.